It's Sturgis time, and it's rally season, so let's talk about rallies for a little bit, shall we? Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Salty Flyer back here with you. So this one's going to be for kind of the newbies, people who've never been to a rally before and thinking about going. Some do's and don'ts about rallies, big or small. Big could be Sturgis, it could be Daytona, it could be Laconia, it could be something smaller, local, county, state, or it could just be a bike night. But you're thinking about going and you don't know what to do. Let's see if we can talk you through this. Okay, first of all, credibility check, and half of you are going to bail on me right now. I have not been to Sturgis. I know. I've been to Daytona and I've been to a lot of other local rallies. I've never gotten a chance to go to Sturgis. That's on my bucket list to do. But this summer, dad stuff came up and I got to go do things with my kid. So I don't say I got to. I look forward to doing things with my kid. But next year I have it on the plan to go to Sturgis and hopefully you can all come with. So here are Uncle Salty's do's and don'ts for rally season. Number one, first do. Go. You can talk yourself out of just about everything. You really can. So go. Make a plan and go. Decide to do it and do it. You're going to have a blast. You're going to meet some cool people. If you're part of the motorcycle scene at all, if you're part of the culture and you want to just experience it real time, just go do it. Figure it out. Make a way to do it, because you'll always talk yourself out of everything if you give yourself enough time. So just do it. You'll be glad you did. Number two, do. Do have a plan. I know it's very romantic, old school 70s, easy rider, chopper style to say I'm going to throw a bedroll on the bike and take off. And I'll tell you that could work. But if you're going to one of the bigger rallies, you got to plan ahead. Where are you going to stay? I know plenty of people that go to Sturgis that start planning in August, September for the next year. There may not be any place available for you to stay, and you may not have a campground, you may not have any place to go. I know in Daytona they jacked the hotel prices up. So you got to make a plan early. It's not really for the big rallies, it's not a spur of the moment thing. Even for a small rally, have a plan. Make sure that your plan makes sense. Make sure that if you're going to ride there, that you give yourself enough time to get there. As a thought experiment, if you're coming from Maine and you're going to Sturgis, that's like 2,400 miles. So that's a lot of riding. And a side part to that, be honest with yourself. I don't buy into any of this crap that if you go to a rally and you say you took your bike on a trailer, you didn't ride there. That's crap. If you can't ride there and you still want to experience it, trailer it. Do it. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise, because you'd be much happier chilling out at, say, Sturgis, living your best life, having trailered your bike there, than dead in a ditch somewhere because you couldn't make it and you were trying to ride 2,000 miles in 2 days. You know what I'm saying? So have a plan and be honest with yourself. Okay, first, don't. Don't be a dick to the locals. This falls under Salty Flyer's unified field theory of thermodynamics, which states don't be an asshole. It really is. You got to remember, for you, this might be a once-in-a-lifetime trip and you're the tourist, but for some of these people, it's a Tuesday. They live there. And before you jump into the comments and say, hey, Sturgis, for instance, the town makes their living off of the rally. Yeah, I know. But that doesn't make it any easier if you're parking in someone's driveway, if you're peeing on a building, or you're just being a general dick. So don't. The locals will like you. Because I can tell you that places like Daytona, they don't like Bike Week that much, and they're looking for an excuse to get rid of it specifically because people misbehave. They act like idiots. So don't give them an excuse. So that's a don't. We don't want to do that. A do, a really good do, go on the rides. Go do all of the rides, especially like Daytona, not so much. I was coming from the Florida Panhandle to Daytona, so it wasn't that crazy a ride. There wasn't a whole lot to see. I mean, there's the ocean. The ocean's neat. It was fun seaside riding along the Panhandle. But if you're going to a place like Daytona or Laconia or any of the state rallies, far too many to mention here, there's beautiful rides to go. So go get out there. Get up early, shake it off. We'll talk about a don't in a second to keep yourself fresh so you can get these rides in and go check them out. Ride your bike, be part of it, see the sights. That's part of the whole joy of a rally. So do absolutely take all the local rides. Don't. Okay. I am merely your YouTube motorcycle friend. I'm not your mom. I'm not going to tell you don't get all goobered up at the bar. But what I will tell you is two things can happen. One, you can get all goobered up at the bar so bad, especially if you're getting on in years and you don't recover as fast, that you miss out on a lot of the fun of the rally because you're laying in your tent or your room or your trailer or whatever, completely hungover and a waste of space. So don't do that. Tangentially to that, I know partying is part of this. Do your riding and then do your partying. And I'll be honest with you, the safest bet is do your partying nowhere near your motorcycle. Because a place like Sturgis, there's 1 or 2 roads. The cops know. They're gonna know when you're leaving any one of the bars there and you're hopping on your bike, they're gonna know where you're going. Same with Daytona. I saw them out doing their job, but they were out looking for an excuse. They were checking choppers for front brakes and functioning turn signals and people's helmets for DOT stickers. Now you cold rolling up smelling like a distillery and a little wobbly on your feet, how do you think that's gonna go for you? So I'm just saying, be smart, ride your ride, do all the bike stuff, go down, cruise downtown, wherever else, but when you're ready to start cracking a few cold ones, park the bike and have a plan to get back. So don't get stupid drunk. Get respectably drunk. Okay. The next do is at the bigger, this kind of applies mainly to the bigger rallies. A lot of vendors go to these rallies. And if you're watching this channel, you're probably like me, you're probably a bike tinkerer. And if you're a bike tinkerer, you're probably looking for parts, things to put on, windshields, bars, seats, you name it. And a lot of times, if you don't have a local independent or dealership that stocks this stuff, you're basically saying, I'm taking a guess. I'm reading the internet forums or idiots like me telling you what I think, and you don't get a chance to lay hands on it, except at the rallies. Almost all of the big vendors show up there. Advan's there, the Clockworks guys are there, the Factory Match, the Fairing Exchange guys are there. They're all there. And they all bring their products. And in some cases, like for bars and things, they'll probably let you sit on a bike and see what they look and feel like. Heck, if you get there early enough and you decide to pull the trigger and you got some cash on you, they might even do the swap for you. No muss, no fuss, on the spot. I've seen it done. And they're really good at it. But you can sit on seats, you can try these things out. It's your opportunity to really, if you're thinking about customizing and you're gonna order something from the internet, this is your opportunity to go see what they have and explore around and find what works for your bike. So do check the vendors out. Do. Okay, here comes a don't. I'm gonna preface this don't with, I am not a club guy. I am not affiliated with an MC. I'm not even affiliated with an RC, a riding group, hog, any of that. But I've been around a lot of it in the last 20 or so years and I've seen stuff. Don't go out to a place, a rally that possibly has a MC presence and rock some kind of dopey patch set. Like, I got it, man. If you're part of Bob's RC in Podunk, Iowa, and you're cool with riding with your 5 buddies and you got yourself a patch set knocked up and in your local area you've not gotten anyone upset with you, cool in the gang. But if it's kinda, I don't know, rockery looking and maybe the bottom one has a location like a city, a town, a county, maybe even a state, and no one's heard of you, probably your best bet to just leave that cut home. It's just too many people from too far around. There are rules. You can tell me in the comments. I can hear you typing up your fingers now. It's the First Amendment. God damn it, man. I can wear whatever I want. Yes, you can. You absolutely can. My advice is don't. If you're not an MC, if you don't know that protocol and you don't know that culture, don't do things that look like it, because there are some people that do take that very, very seriously and you may get corrected. Now, are you gonna get a pass at Sturgis? Probably. It's the Disney World of biker rallies. Everyone knows everyone. No one really wants to start a hard time, but you never know. And as a side bet, please, I beg you, friends don't let friends cosplay like they're in Sons of Anarchy. If you or anyone you know has a cut that is made up to be like a Sons of Anarchy 3-piece patch setup, like the TV show, for the love of God, don't wear it in public. Maybe on Halloween at a push, and don't wear it to a rally. Best case scenario, everyone's gonna look at you like you're a complete dork. Worst case scenario, well, you know it might happen. So don't do stupid crap with patches. That's what I'm saying. And there are going to be vendors that are gonna sell some patches that could get you jammed up. If you're not in the know, just ask an old graybeard, or better yet, just get the I went to Sturgis round patch, or gas, grass, or ass, nobody rides for free. Those are all kosher. But things that have diamonds and percentages in them and locations on them, just best to steer clear. You know what I'm saying? You'll thank me. So don't do that. Okay. I guess this is the last do, which is really participate in the rally, because I didn't do this as much when I went to Daytona. I went to kind of one of the first don'ts. We went out to a bar, got completely snockered, and then I spent most of the rest, we weren't there for the whole week, we were there for like 3 days, and I think I spent day 2 and a good part of day 3 not feeling my freshest and not really wanting to do anything. So if you do, and you follow those good guidelines and that sweet advice, and you do want to go to, see, there's tons of cool stuff. There's stunt shows, there's custom chopper shows, there's dancing contests. There's all kinds of things. So don't be just like, you can go to a bar and get blotto at home, but go see all of the stuff. You'll be happy, absolutely happy you did. So those are Uncle Salty's biggest do's and don'ts for rally season. And obviously, I'm sure I missed 1,000 of them, but please let me know. Okay, I take that back. We're gonna do an honorable mention. This is an honorable mention, and once again, I'm not your mom, and I'm not here to nag you, but let me nag you just a little bit. If you're going to the rally, it's probably, if you do your own maintenance, it's probably a good time, hey, throw that 3-hole in. Get the 3-hole oil change done, especially if you're riding more than 1,000 miles. As a general rule, I usually do an oil change on the bike, at a minimum oil change, if not all 3, if I'm going on a ride more than 1,000 miles away from home. It's just kind of how I get down. If you don't do your own maintenance, hey, that's cool. I think you could, but if you don't, that's cool. Get it in, get it done. Also, if you're gonna ride 1,500 or 2,000 miles or whatever to the rally, and you're leaving on Tuesday, Monday is probably not the best day to tear into your cam and do a new cam plate and do all the other stuff. No, Pro Monkey, I'm not making fun of you. I'm just saying, like, make sure your bike is in fine working order before you go. That's just your Uncle Salty's bonus tip of things to do before leaving for the rally. So go out there, guys. Get out there and do rallies. It's part of what keeps the culture alive. You're going to meet some really cool people. You're definitely going to see some interesting stuff, and you'll have a blast. I promise you, you will. And if you don't, then no money back. So thank you for sticking around for this video. And I know this is kind of a quick one where we just talk about some stuff. Future stuff coming. I'm going to be away for just a little bit. I got to go do some camping with the boy, which I'm looking forward to for about a week. So probably no videos during then. If you did like the video though, please press the thumbs up, leave a comment, tell me I'm an idiot. My feelings won't get hurt. I mean, they'll get hurt a little bit. If you really liked it, subscribe. That lets the YouTube algorithm know that you're digging what we're doing here. We're slowly but surely gathering some subscribers and having some fun doing this stuff here. So go to rallies, stay on 2 wheels, keep it real, be safe, and until next time, Salty Flyer, we'll see you out there. Peace.